Morning all. Well, it's another beautiful day in paradise, and I figured while it's quiet Sunday morning and everyone is still asleep in bed, that I would do a quick little flip through of the journal that I've been working on. Now, for those of you who've been following on my Facebook page, it is a vintage travel junk journal that was commissioned by a friend of mine as a gift for her uncle, who's having a birthday next week. Now, this journal is a little different to some of the others. I've tried to keep a lot of the fabrics to a minimum, and there's no lace in this one. I've left a lot of space there for actual journaling as well. This journal took me about 6 weeks. I did start thinking about and collating stuff just after Christmas, but in total, sort of putting it all together probably took me about a month. So yeah, have a look, see what you like. Please feel free to message me on my Facebook page, or just PM me. If you know me, you know how to PM me. Probably all 5 of my friends are watching today. High five, friends. Oh, here goes a car. And if you don't know me personally, my Facebook page is Tea Time Journals, Tea for Tash, that's me. I will let you know that I'm starting a secret project tomorrow that will run through till about 6 weeks time, and then I've got, sorry, someone's just poking their head around the door to see what I'm doing. And then I've got another journal commissioned for a lady for her friend's birthday in August, which will be, I think it'll be like a garden sewing kind of style. I'm not sure yet how I'm going to make that work, but the point I'm trying to make is that once I'm finished in August, and we've only got sort of, however many months. How many months is it after August till Christmas? I don't know. But if you're thinking about a gift for Christmas for someone, you probably would need to let me know at no later than sort of early August if you like something. And then sort of if you want me to post it, I'll factor that in as well in terms of postage time, etc. Anyway, I have rambled a lot. This is the second time I tried to record this. I wasn't happy with the first one. I don't know if I'm any happy with this one, but thank you for watching, and enjoy, hopefully, the flip through, and let me know what you think. Thanks. Alright guys, here we go. I'm laughing because it took me a ridiculous amount of time to set this whole camera thing up. You have no idea what this looks like from my end, but here we go. Let's do hopefully what will be a quick flip through of the vintage junk journal that I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. So let me give you a quick little close up here. Let's see, I've got this nice little metallic plate, and that, I think it's called a name plate, and I've popped a little key, nice little sort of antique key and watch face there on the, sorry, my filming is just rubbish. I've used just a bit of elastic here actually, just to keep it closed, which I think is just a nice touch. It's not too overdone. You just slide that on and off. Let me show you just very simply the spine here and the back. I've stuck with vintage maps as a theme for this channel. What am I trying to say? Travel journal. Okay, let's have a look here. You can see I've done the signatures. I did start off with 3 originally, and then had an issue with, there was too much space either side of the cover, so I've had to slip 2 extra little signatures in there, which was, given that I hate sewing signatures in at the best of time, that was a bit of a challenge. So let's quickly get into it. Sorry, I'm still trying to keep this all in shot for you. Okay, I have put little tabs here. Now let's go from this way. And again, I am still working upside down. Ideally the camera needs to be behind me, but I can't make that work in a million years. Someone can sort that out for me, that would be great. Tabs, some of my favorite things to pop in a journal are tabs. And I've just inked those up a little bit more. I've also used some digital prints here that are, the paper is lined, as well as some nice graph paper. And I've popped in some lovely little vintage photos here of people on holiday. I really love this map. So these digitals, these particular digitals, I was able to get off Etsy with a little pocket there. Now you see that the pages are a little stiff. They will loosen up with time. Use just a little paper bag here as a little pocket, so you can slip your in there. That's really cute. Another vintage photo, people on holidays. As I mentioned in my intro, I try to keep, let's just put this down here, there you go. I tried to keep a lot of space for journaling. Bookmarks there. Just a nice little feature here with just some graph paper. Also some little notebooks in there as well. Slides in there. Okay. What does this one do? It's a question. I think this one opens up, but yeah, it's still a little stuck, so you can see. So it's a little bus ticket, vintage bus ticket, and I've popped some paper in there. This one's a little stuck. I'll have to unstick that before I send it off. This one's places for notes. I've also just printed out some vintage maps of my own. Oh, sorry, this is an old vintage map of Europe. You can see I've inked this up on the edges and on the back as well, just to give the new owner some fun things to look at. I've also done a little baggage tag here. What is that for? A steam train, steam ship? I'm not sure. I did put a little pop of colour in here. I don't know whether that was intentional, but I think it works. Some more note paper, which I've done on some, it's not graph paper, it's like from an old accounting book that I had. And this one here is it's like a boarding pass, someone's old boarding pass from when they went on a steamship back in 1902. no, the day of 1819 with the 2 on it. So also just a little something from the London Underground. Someone could tell me what that is. I can't remember. More little notebooks here. This one's a sort of vintage ad for a train journey. And if you have a look here, this I actually cut. It's like a little topographical map here. This belly band that I did actually came from an atlas that I bought from a second-hand shop. More pages. There's a little space here to actually just, do your own thing. And this one is another little, I've done a little envelope here. You can see it's got a little US mail stamp. It actually opens up foam. You can put your little keepsakes in there. A little pocket here. I haven't popped anything in there because I've wanted to leave space for the for the person who uses it to pop their own little bits and pieces in. This is another little, just a little, popping little notes in there. And another little belly band from the atlas that I bought. And this is a little map of, oh gosh, where is this? Pedregal. Oh, it's Mexico. Sorry, there we go. On just on the cover of it, as a cover of a little notebook. Pop that back in. Again, another little pocket there. Another map. This one is of Italy, and it is a vintage. It's a vintage map as well. Alright. And I've just popped these in between the signatures just to sort of help bulk it out a little bit. Another little pocket here, just using some graph paper and an old map. Just a little piece of old map paper that was left over. And you can see I've popped some little, just some roughly sort of torn bits of paper here at the top of some of these pages, just to put, you can put dates or titles or whatever you want there. I was going to put my own sort of stamp there, notes or whatever, but I thought actually it might be nicer for the person who owns it to do that. Another little pocket here. This is the coastline of, looks like Israel, so it's the Middle East there. Alright, coming to the end. This is another little pocket. Just pop something, little notes in there. Here, Eiffel Tower. It's a little ad for some drink. Little vintage advert there. I really love these vintage pages. I think they've really come out really, really well. And as you can see, I've done a bit of stitching, but I've kept the sort of rest of those sorts of embellishments that I would normally use to a minimum. What have we got here? A little vintage ad for the Belvedere Hotel in Sydney. Just a little note paper there, but you can see this is a little family photo someone took from 1954 and they went camping. Another little notebook here. Oh, you can put that back in there, Tasha. A little notebook. Ah, that makes sense. Put it in that way. There we go. Almost to the end. Some of these pages are a little still stuck together because I only just finished it. We are coming to the end. Nice little stamp, vintage stamp there. What a lovely photo. These people are actually swimming in a pool on a cruise ship. Okay, and that, my friends, is that. That is the vintage travel journal. This one has been a real pleasure to make. The brief was very simple and very sort of easy to follow. As I said in my intro, please let me know if you're interested in a journal for yourself or for a loved one. This particular journal, I would say, cost-wise is probably going to be around $80. If you want something bigger, with a lot more ephemera, if you want cloth, you want charms, like cloth tags, fabric tags and charms and that sort of thing, we would negotiate a price that would, you know, sort of reflect the time and effort that it took to put something like that together. So anyway, I'll stop now. I'll stop rambling, and I might go make myself a coffee and get started on this next project. Thank you all for hanging around again, and listening to me blather on. Bye, friends.